This is what you think of this compassion as your guidance, sweet souls, and this clarifying forgiveness, forgiving yourself first so that you may be able to forgive others. Absolutely. So, hey there, sweet souls. How are you? It's your first fairy here. Nice to see you again. Welcome in, welcome back to the 100-Acre Woods where I read cards out here. So let's read some cards for you. These are your dailies, so we're going to just get general messages from your angels and take what resonates and leave the rest. We're going to start off with an oracle deck, get a 6-card spread out, and see what messages your angels have, what they think, feel, and guidance for you, and then what you think of their guidance, what you feel about their guidance, and then what actions you're going to take with that guidance. So let's get started, sweet souls. Too many cards. Right there. Fear. This is what they think of you, sweet souls, that you're living in fear. What are you afraid of? What do you perceive to be the worst case scenario? What are you desperately trying to avoid and fight against right now? What is triggering and dysregulating your nervous system? That's what your angels think right now of you, sweet souls. What they feel for you. Expression. Creative and self-expression, the way you choose to convey, consciously or unconsciously, an idea, an opinion, or an emotion. And then their advice for you is compassion. Yes. How can you show empathy, sensitivity, charity, and understanding to yourself and to others? How can you help alleviate suffering? This could be in a small way. Just how do you alleviate suffering in your home, in your communities, at your workplaces? And it's just with the little things. It's with the little tiny acts of kindness that you do that can really change someone's day. So with the compassion as your guidance, what do you think of this advice, sweet souls? Forgive, yes indeed, to neutralize guilt, to make peace, to practice compassion right there, and to let go, to set yourself free. That's wise right there. That's what you think of it. What do you feel? Selfhood, introspection, and identity. Wow. Yep. And then your actions with this guidance moving forward is to commit, to dedicate, to devote, to pledge yourself, to persist, to not give up or give in, to choose something fully. And are you choosing your path, yourself, your self-expression, your ability to forgive and to really step through that fear or to face that fear? Bottom of the deck. And that which you might not see, responsibility. What do you need to take responsibility for right now? What is something you need to own up to? What needs to be reclaimed? Sweet souls. What are your responsibilities? And it's also, when it's underneath the deck like that and that which you might not see, you might not be seeing that you're taking on a lot of responsibilities that might not be yours, sweet souls. Take a look at them. Are you taking on responsibilities due to fear? If you don't do it, whatever the task is, whatever the responsibility is, that no one else will. Fearing maybe for some of you your job or your relationship if you don't take on these responsibilities that are really, for a lot of you, these responsibilities might be in the healing aspect. And you can't, I mean, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make that horse drink. So you can really try to help heal people, but they have to do it themselves. And that's difficult when it's family, when it's really close friends that are like family, soul families. And when you know, because you've gone through these fears, because you've gone through this pain, because you have been able to forgive, when you see the benefits of it, and then you want to guide others, you want to help others, especially the ones you love so dearly, and they refuse, they don't, because they're stuck in fear. What can you do? The only thing you really can do, sweet souls, is have compassion for them and let them walk their own journey in their own time. It's difficult. It is. Fear. What are you afraid of? What do you perceive to be the worst case scenarios or scenario? What are you desperately trying to avoid and fight against right now? What is triggering and dysregulating your nervous system right there? Five of Swords. I see this, and I'm going to put this right here, this character looking right at that fear. And he's got a smug look on his face, like he's mocking. And it's like, I'm really getting this as internal negative thinking, internal fears, maybe fears that don't even exist for some of you. I'm not negating that there is a lot of things that are going on in the world right now that are designed to get you in this fear energy. And it's through the mind, it's through the thoughts, it's through the influences. As the old saying goes, there's nothing to fear except fear itself. So, and the Lovers. Choices. Choice of lovers. For some of you, who you've chosen to be in your life, these are divinely guided loves. The Lovers in the tarot is a very strong connection, soul connection, like where you really feel that you've known this person before. And so it's making that choice, because if they give you a good feeling, like a familiar feeling, but when it's clarifying fear. Are you fearful that the choices you've made in love have been manipulated or have been influenced by maybe surface stuff, like the way they look, what they make, what they do for a living, rather than what really aligns with you, what really matters to you? And maybe, sweet souls, you're changing as well. What used to matter to you 5 years ago, 10 years ago, is not really high in the priority list now. Maybe a real connection, soul connection, maybe a real emotional connection, that you don't need a lot of money, you don't need a lot of what would be considered surface luxuries, but what you do need is loyalty and devotion and support. And I don't mean in a financial way, I just mean in an emotional, and maybe even with the swords here, a mental way, where someone sees what you're trying to do, someone is willing to assist in any way that they can. And this Lovers card is really speaking of romantic relationships. And for some of you, if you've been hurt in the past, this fear might be, I can't open up my heart again. Not being able to express yourself. So I'm really picking up from the angels' messages is don't talk down or mentally have thoughts about things going wrong. If you're in a new relationship, if you are having difficulties in your relationship right now due to external forces, stresses, and to be able to express yourself creatively, lovingly. How are you going to choose? And it's funny, the way you choose, Lover's card, to convey, consciously or unconsciously, an idea, an opinion, or an emotion. And that's exactly what I was talking about with the Fear card. And that's clarified by the Tower. Wow. And one more, the Chariot. What you might be expressing, sweet souls, might be eye-opening with the Tower card here, might be an epiphany when it comes to love, when it comes to lovers, when it comes to romantic and very deep soul relationships that you have. And with these majors, I really do feel the angels want you to express yourself in a way, not to cause towers, but if they do, let them fall. And to be able to trust in the divine, be able to move forward with victory because you trust yourself, you have forgiven, you have looked fear right in the face, and you're moving forward. With the Chariot card here. And you're moving forward to be able to express yourself. It's almost like I want to put this Tower card underneath this Five of Swords, because again, this is a win or lose card, but for me, it's really speaking on how smug we can get in our own minds, right? Even just expecting the worst, as the Fear card says, right? Oh, well, that's not going to happen. Oh, well, that's never going to work. Oh, well, whatever the case may be. And so this Tower is really, I think, realizing within just how negative your own thought patterns are, just how negative that you've been conditioned to expect things to go wrong. And then when they do, you're like, see, I knew it. Well, are you realizing with the Tower card here that you were a part of it? That when you expect the worst and then it happens, you're realizing that you took part of this through manifestation, through what you focused on, because where your focus goes, your energy flows. So your energy is flowing into this Five of Swords energy, into this negative narrative, into this fear. Maybe it is regarding relationships. Maybe it's regarding moving forward relationships, how you're going to move forward. Maybe you're going to actually move. And this Tower is really coming to these realizations. So I love the next card, and it's the advice, and that's compassion, to be compassionate. How can you show empathy, sensitivity, charity, and understanding to yourself and to others? How can you help alleviate the suffering? Ooh, I'm loving it with the King of Cups. There's the Cancer, the Scorpio. With the fish here, Pisces, all water signs, but with the Kings, it's my Scorpios. It's the fixed water element. But right underneath the Chariot, I also get a strong Cancer vibe. And that is to control, the King of Cups is looking right into this compassion card, looking at what compassion means to him. How can I be more compassionate? How can I be expressive in a loving and mature way? How can I look at the greater picture and at the same time, the nuances, the details? And the Page of Wands. I love this energy. And then to be able to look forward with the King of Cups, backing up this Page of Wands. This is curiosity. This is learning. The pages are student cards. So this could be travel. This could be, especially with the Tower, you know what? The realization that I really need to get out of this relationship, get out of this job, get out of this town, this city, and look forward. What am I committing to? Who am I with the identity and introspection card here? How can I forgive myself? All of these questions is very Page of Wands for me. This is rediscovering your spark, maybe looking at what you used to love to do as a child, and now as an older person with the King of Cups here, you're looking back and saying, okay, I'm retired now. Let's say for you, all you guys that are retired, my company has come down, the whatever the case, this Tower, for some of you, it could be a loss of job, a loss of home, and where am I going moving forward? Having compassion for yourself, for those around you, and how am I going to move forward with this Page of Wands? And with a real sense of adventure and curiosity. It's almost like you're curious for adventure. So, moving forward, this is what you think of their advice. The angel's advice is to really tap into this Page of Wands energy. Get excited, get enthusiastic, get imaginative about where it is you're going to go, how it is you're going to get there. Forgive. And so you think, well, with this compassion card, I've got to neutralize the guilt that I carry, to make peace with myself and my choices, Lover's card, to practice compassion, King of Cups, and let go, to set yourself free. Look at that. The Emperor, Aries energy. I am. The combination of all four kings, mastering your emotions, mastering your mind, mastering your, I'm just going to say, your soul, your flame, the reason why you're here. This is the get up and go. With the wands, it's about spirit, it's about action. And you've mastered it. And then the King of Pentacles as well. All four kings add up to the Emperor. And the Emperor is compassionate. The Emperor is stoic. The Emperor is one who can and does forgive himself and those around him. And the Queen of Swords. And being able to communicate with that Queen of Swords compassionately. I always find this Libra energy, because my queens are cardinals, this is Libra air energy, and this is finding diplomacy, being able to express yourself in a way that doesn't bring down towers, maybe that doesn't pull triggers, but because the Queen of Swords has known, again, Three of Swords is Libra energy, has known heartache, has known how people have said harsh words that have hurt her feelings. So she is very wise, very selective as to how she expresses herself moving forward in a way that is loving, that is truthful, that is compassionate, and at the same time is very well thought out. She's thinking of others and how I can get this information, these truths to them without harming or hurting or setting towers ablaze. Like that's not what she wants. Not at all. And with the Emperor backing up, with that energy, the Emperor energy backing her up. And this is what you think of this compassion as your guidance, sweet souls. And this is clarifying forgiveness, forgiving yourself first so that you may be able to forgive others. Absolutely. Selfhood, introspection, identity is clarified by, there's that Libra energy, the Two of Swords. Some might say this is being blind to truth. Some might say this is being confused, but I see this as peace of mind, is taking time to eliminate, or I'm just going to say diminish, especially with the blindfold here, your senses. So maybe getting off social media, getting off of the newscasts or the legacy media, any media really, to rest that peace, to get peace of mind, to stop this fear. Because again, the more you watch, the more you consume, the more it can affect your mind, your heart, your spirit. One more, and the Hermit. Yeah, going deep, looking for the light in a world of darkness. This goes right with selfhood, introspection, really taking a look at who you are, how you've been blind, how you've been confused, how you've been convinced to be fearful, when really, for some of you, your lives don't even really connect with what they report on or what they say is going on or what is really happening. It might not be happening in your own life. You might be in hermit mode. I know I am. I've been for a while. And there might come a time, this is especially right underneath the Emperor card, this is a lot of wisdom. And it's really speaking to me on, you're a very wise person, sweet soul. Like you can see the wood from the trees, even with your eyes physically covered, and in this case blindfolded. You are still able to see who you are, know thyself, and what steps you're going to take moving forward in that identity, how you're going to express yourself, how you are going to forgive and walk in steps of compassion, walk a path of forgiveness. And this is what you're committing to. Moving forward, you're committing to dedicate, to devote, to pledge yourself to persist and not to give up or give in, to choose something fully. Are you choosing yourself fully and completely, sweet souls? The world, a cycle has come to an end. And you're moving forward with the Knight of Wands. This is beautiful energy. Sagittarius energy. Again, the world coming, I almost said the world coming to an end. I kind of feel as we know it, it is. What are we going to build? How are we going to go through the transition of the ending of one world and the beginning of a new world? I'm not sure. I know that we're going through revolutions. We're going through a technological revolution as we once did hundreds of years before in the Industrial Revolution, I believe. And it doesn't take just a day, a month, a year. It'll take a decade or two to really transition us into the new world that's emerging, a new technological world, a world where it's biological and technological together. I'm not sure if it's going to be integrated together or if it's just going to be used in conjunction. I don't know. But this is a commitment to making the world a better place. And is this your responsibility, that which you might not see? What are you holding on to? Are you holding on to responsibilities that are yours? Or are you holding on to an old world, an old way, and this is weighing heavy on you? These responsibilities of trying to keep a world, that Tower card is coming to an end, World card. And I guess that's why the Hermit and the Emperor, how am I going to come out of these trying times and not hold on to what no longer serves me or what no longer aligns with me? Good questions. Only time will tell. Let's see what angel numbers we have. Ooh, 911. There's a number for you. 911. You are infinitely and cosmically connected to every living thing that is, has been, and ever will be. Connect to the wisdom that you are aligned with at this time. And I see 119. 119, you are being invited to step into your power and take charge of your situation. Stop waiting for other people to influence your next move. That's Emperor and Hermit energy right there. And that's what I see for you, sweet souls. And I'm sure I'll see you again. Take care from your Force Fairy. Bye for now.